Bloxburg recently made a post saying, "Hey Bloxburgers, we have some big news. We are exploring our options for a potential school edition in Bloxburg late next year. With that in mind, what features or ideas would you love to see? Drop your thoughts below to help guide us in the first phase of this exciting project." In today's video, I have gathered quite a bit of information for a Bloxburg school, and I have it organized in specific categories: interactive classes, jobs, items, animations, and miscellaneous. And in total, 62 ideas. And some of these are from you guys. I will say one thing. I have no idea if it's going to be a high school. I have no idea if it's going to be an elementary school, college, etc. But if I had to guess, it's probably a high school. So these are kind of based around a high school more than anything. By the time that the school is released, I'm guessing that we're going to have a map revamp. I think that's something that they're working on. So I'm guessing like the town hall would not become the school. Like we're going to have a different map. The city hall will probably be updated if we still get one, but it's not going to become the school. However, the school should be pretty large in my opinion. And here's why. A plot with a large plot game pass is a 50 by 50. That's not really that much space if you think about it, because this is how much room a car takes up, a limo. So just think, if we had a school bus, how big would the school bus be? We'd probably want to fit a lot of kids, right? So that's going to be pretty large. How many classrooms are we going to want? Are we going to want a big football field? Are we going to want a big gym? A big theater? Those are all things that would probably come to mind. And I'm also going to be talking about those, of course. They're going to need a lot more space. So this school, I'm expecting it to be pretty large in my opinion, just because a school really does hold a lot. So let's talk about probably the most anticipated part of the school, the jobs. Everyone wants jobs with the school. So here are some jobs. One that's been pretty popular, that's been mentioned multiple times, is actually something right here, the janitorial services. People want the janitorial services to actually be moved into the school, which honestly, I would totally be down for. Like, it makes sense that you're cleaning things around the city, you know? But also a janitor in a high school or just a school in general, that would make sense. People are still going to tag a high school. People are going to throw their papers all over the ground when they get a failed assignment, you know, like they're going to be upset. They're going to trash that paper. So like, there's definitely stuff that could be cleaned up at a high school. It makes sense. This next one is actually something I want to see. I just realized I'm still a janitor. That's lovely. Now, this is something I actually meant in this video. If you were paying attention, I mentioned a vehicle, you know, the big yellow box that takes you on field trips and stuff. I'm pretty sure everyone here wants a school bus in Bloxburg. Driving around, picking up kids. I feel like that would be so fun. I like a taxi job, you know? People want a taxi job as well. School bus, driving a school bus, picking up people. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun. This next one is kind of an iffy one. I don't know if this would really work or not, but maybe a principal job. I mean, as a principal, I feel like you're always in meetings. You're always like approving things. Could that really work? I don't know. I feel like with a name tag, you're not going to have multiple principals at a school, you know? So I'm not really sure how that one would work. Next one, I feel like could be incorporated pretty well because we already have something kind of similar. See this renovated Bloxburger? Well, why is my hand like not, I'm driving with one hand right now. Okay. With this job, you can cook, but you can also serve food. So what if you can become like a lunch lady type of person, you know? You're handing out food to the kids. You have to wear a little hair net and everything. I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. They come up to you, they ask for what you want. You have to serve them like what's in front of you, and then you hand it to the customer. I feel like that would be a pretty solid job in a school. Next up, something I think a lot of people would also want is a teacher job. Now with this job, and this is something that you guys have mentioned, is maybe the teacher can grade papers. So maybe it's a job where you're sitting at a teacher's desk, papers slide in front of you, and then you have to see, did they do the math correctly? Did they put 1 + 1 = 2 or 1 + 1 = 11? Maybe you have to keep an eye on spelling errors. Maybe you're reading a sentence. Do you notice any mistakes, any grammar mistakes, any missing commas? Because I feel like if you're just like trying to teach a class, you know, like you actually have to know the stuff. So that's more like role-playing aspect, but for the job itself, probably just grading papers. And last but not least, this is one of my ideas. I haven't seen this anywhere else, but maybe a nurse job. Maybe someone hit their head. Maybe someone, you know, got a little cut on their knee or something. You have to place a band-aid on their knee. Like maybe there's like a little red line or something, and you have to cover it with a band-aid. Maybe you have to put an ice pack on someone's head. Let's say you're at the BFF supermarket, right? And you're the nurse. Someone's gonna come to you and they're gonna be like, I need an ice pack. And then you're gonna maybe pick up an ice pack from somewhere and then you're gonna bring it to them. Maybe there's certain spots you can click on their arms. Like maybe the character has circles on both the elbows and the head, but they said, I have a head injury or something like that. You have to click the correct circle and then the ice pack goes on the head and then they're happy. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Oh, hi. Let's talk about interactive classes. So when I think of classes, I'm going to be honest, I do think of Royal High. I feel like they are a great example of what you can do when it comes to a school. They have a lot of interactive classes. The first thing I want to see is a chemistry class where I want you to be able to like pour colors into certain bottles to make certain colors. What does yellow and red make? What does yellow and blue make? You know, like I want to see that type of stuff, but also I want to see explosions. I want to see like elephant toothpaste going whoosh, you know? I feel like we need fun stuff like that. And this could also be, I feel like, an interactive item. Maybe the chemistry set is interactive and you can also use it in build mode. And we definitely need sounds with all of these interactive classes. All right, next up is math class. We love it, hate it, I don't know. I'm mixed. I think a math class with quizzes. Hey, what's 1 + 2? What's 2 × 8? You know, that type of stuff. Another one, this is a pretty common one, but it's also just like one that's really fun. I feel like we definitely need an art class, and you can do Pictionary. There's games like this on Roblox, even Royal High has it, where you have to draw something and people have to guess what it is. It's a really classic game, but everyone loves it. The rounds are quick, it's very interactive, and keeps people playing for quite a while. And of course, you know, you can report images if something does go on there that you don't want to see. I feel like a lot of people would really like that one. Computer class. We all love typing. We love seeing how fast we can type, and you just want to see that WPM, you know, just get higher. Let's get a typing class. Maybe you have to type a sentence. Maybe you have to click letters, kind of like the Royal High one, you know, but in Bloxburg. This next one I just thought was kind of funny. I don't know if it's really like interactive or anything. I kind of want to see a detention class. Is that weird? Maybe you have to like do things around the classroom before the teacher catches you, or maybe you can go on your phone, but if like there's like a heartbeat that comes near you, get off your phone. Like you're trying to avoid getting caught, but you're like the bad student in detention. I don't know. Just an idea, but I think it'd be kind of funny. You know, we want something with like some suspense, something a little scary. I want to see more scary things in Bloxburg, not gonna lie. This one is also kind of iffy. I don't know if this is considered interactive, but like clubs. Maybe there's certain clubs that show up every once in a while. Hula hoop club, jump rope club, and then you can go to wherever area it says to go, and you can go jump rope with people and make new friends. I don't know, photography club, you know, meeting new people and stuff would be kind of cool. You never know, you can meet your new online best friend. Next up, we have one that so many people have been asking for. We want more interactive cooking. We want a cooking class, a baking class. You have to make a certain item before the time runs out. Make sure it doesn't burn. Cooking mama, but in Bloxburg? What do we think? How would you guys feel about a sewing class? Let me know. Fashion class? Maybe you have to decorate a mannequin. Maybe you have to choose the colors. Maybe at the end you vote for your favorite mannequin. Maybe there's a certain theme that you have to sew a dress. Maybe you have to cut it. You have to follow the lines, kind of like the cooking, where you have to follow the lines to cut the layout of the dress or the shirt, and then you have to sew it, but you have to make sure it's on the line. Another interactive class, I feel like this one's kind of an iffy because like role playing is drama class, if that makes sense. I think we definitely need some sort of like drama acting class. I mean, we do have this lovely school, you know, where you're acting with it. Maybe some more stuff like this. Maybe this class isn't like something that's a little more challenging, like, you know, the cooking class or something, but maybe there's more props where you can do this type of stuff. Have some curtains on in the background or something. A gym class? I mean, we've got all this stuff. You might as well just throw it into a building. We got the athletic skill. Maybe there's different levels on the athletic skill. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe you have to do something interactive while you're lifting the weights. Maybe you have to like bam click. I mean, obviously we don't want auto clickers, but like if there's a way to get around that, maybe you have to click. Maybe you have to bam your keyboard or a certain letter for a little bit to gain that strength. Maybe. This next one I completely agree with because I am actually someone who used to do this. I really want to see a TV / like film class. So my class in high school, and I feel like a lot of classes in high school do have this, or film classes at least, a news like broadcast type of thing where like some of the kids sit in front of a little news reporter desk and then they talk about like the things going on at the school. I feel like that one doesn't need something, you know, like the Pictionary. It just needs like the interactive items, which we have quite a bit of already. Maybe we need a teleprompter. A teleprompter would be really cool. We got the microphones, we've got the desk, we've got the green screen. I mean, you're almost there. And last but not least, I don't know if this is something like we could get special music for, or maybe we can learn notes like FACE. We've all learned that, right, in elementary school. But band class, give us tubas, trumpets, saxophones, cymbals. Maybe it's even a marching band class. Maybe it's a memorizing thing where you have to like take 2 steps forward, take 1 step right, take 3 steps left. I think something with memorizing would be really cool if we had like a marching band or something. But that's all I have for the interactive classes. If you have more, comment them below. Next up, we of course have to talk about what items we want to see in build mode. Now, the thing is with Bloxburg is I'm honestly surprised we don't have a lot of school items in build mode. We do have some stuff like office related things or desk related things, like we have the vertical desk organizer, desk lamp, the organizers here, more organizers. We just don't have like a lot of school items, and I feel like that's something a lot of people want, is like they want to be able to make their own school. This is kind of a long list, so I'm just going to read it kind of fast and have the image pop up on the screen. A working microscope. We have the working telescope where we can look at the constellations. Let's look at bacteria. Working chemistry set. We want backpacks. We want to be able to wear these backpacks. Maybe you have an option where you can wear it on one arm instead of both arms, you know? Like give us some of the toggles. We definitely need toggles in Bloxburg. Football and cheerleader items. Give us pom-poms, football gear, headgear. Football and cheerleading is very popular for high school, and I feel like high schools just have like the most stuff when it comes to schools, you know? So high school just makes sense. Chalkboards are really old nowadays, although my college actually still has them. Whiteboards, chalkboards would be nice to see. Erasers as well. Markers. A trophy case. And also, I'd like to be able to pick up trophies. I think it'd be really nice. We have all those trophies that we earn. We can only display them. I'd like to pick them up. I want to be able to hold an Oscar. School lockers. Let's talk about this one. This is an important one. I'm going to reference Rural High because Rural High, again, great example for this. The only locker that we have is this gym locker. I know we all want a high school locker. This is of course for the dressing rooms, the changing rooms. Yeah, we need like your regular locker. What's nice about this is you can interact with it. You can customize your character, change your outfit, and use. You can open it, but it opens both. Would like to be able to only open one, or if it's one long locker, that would also make sense. You can still open your own locker. The thing about this locker is that I want to be able to store stuff in it. Maybe this is also where you check your skill levels, if we get any of that. Your writing, your computer, like all of that type of stuff. I want you to be able to claim a locker in the Bloxburg School, and I want you to be able to decorate these lockers so you know exactly which one's yours. Headphones, this is a simple one, but I feel like a lot of people have headphones now for school and stuff, which I mean is kind of the opposite of what you're there for. You're there to listen, but you have headphones or AirPods on, but like just like a pair of headphones you can throw on your character, or if it's just on the table or something, you know, like something you could just maybe hold or move, like a pair of glasses. Stationary items, notebooks, highlighters, pencils, colored pencil box, crayon box, that type of stuff. Lunch boxes, we need to have lunch boxes. Let's get the cloth lunch boxes and let's get the metal ones, you know, with like the superheroes on it. You know that like swimming pool like line that floats above the water? Would love to be able to place those in pools. Bleachers for outdoor activities or indoor. Put them in a gym or put them outside while you're watching water polo or something. A bathroom pass that you can hold. Little rectangle in your hand, but it's got a lanyard hanging from it. Sewing machines if we do get that sewing class. Paint palettes for the art class. Like let's hold little paint palettes. I feel like that would be fun. Again, I'm bringing up the instruments from the band class. Saxophone, tuba, other drums, cymbals, trumpets, etc. Classroom projectors. We have a projector, but I want to be able to like pull the screen up and down. Interactive, very cool. Bike racks to hold our bikes. And this last one we do have, but I would like to see an updated version. I actually thought this was a vending machine, but yes, I would like to see a vending machine. This is the closest we have right now. That's it for items. Let's do animations. Animations are so important when it comes to role playing because it makes it really come to life. That is why I really like using animations in my Roblox movies, because they just wouldn't be the same without it. You're just standing there, you're just sitting. It's nice that we're able to move our characters. But here's a list of some more I'd love to see for the school. A cheerleading animation, but like multiple animations. So maybe if you go to the animation tab, like there's a drop down, so it's like cheerleading, you drop down and it gives you like different types of cheerleading, but maybe you can only unlock them like with certain levels. Also, can we get a search bar in the animations tab, please? That would be really nice. Next up, a writing animation while you're at a desk. This is something that has been a little frustrating actually for me filming my Roblox movies. I want to be able to do animations while still sitting down. When you sit, you can't move, and it would be really nice if we still could. So a writing animation while you're sitting at a desk would be awesome. Like maybe desk, if you click on it, it says write or it says sleep. And here's where I go into that further. When you're sitting down, different poses that you can interact with on the desk or any table that you're sitting at. This should go for any table, not just school tables. Maybe you're bored, maybe you're interested, so you're leaning forward. Maybe you're asleep on your desk. Your hand is raised up. Those would be really great to have. Another one someone mentioned is we should be able to crouch down to pick something up from the ground. I would also just like to see like ones where you're just crouched down like in a sitting type pose, like for pictures and stuff. And last but not least, for the animations, this one might be a little controversial. I would really like to see using fighting animations. Like, I want to see a school fight go on or something, so we need the fighting animations. And last but not least, we have just our miscellaneous tab. This one is going to include just like random buildings and stuff, things I would like to see in the school. First off, we got the basketball items. Give us a basketball court. A football stadium. That's a big one. Everyone wants to see a football stadium. I mean, football is such a huge thing, at least in the US, when it comes to high school. Like, that is the thing. So we definitely need a football stadium, a theater, a cafeteria, a school schedule that is randomized every time. This is something that Rural High does, but every day, basically, you don't know your schedule. That would also make people more interested because it's not completely a routine. You don't know what to expect and what classes you're going to, so I feel like that would be really nice to have, just like a randomized schedule. Student skills that you can level up would be really cool. This one I already talked about, customizable lockers. A school library, of course, just makes sense to have, along with a computer lab in it. Functional water fountains. I'm surprised we don't have like commercial water fountains yet that we can place on walls. I'd also like them to be usable, so I want you to be able to bend down to drink the water every once in a while, because let's be honest, we like to dress up, don't we? Every once in a while, I feel like there should definitely be a school ball or school dance type of thing, and it would be so cute if we could also like ask people to the dance. Like, maybe you can hold a poster that says like, go to the dance with me or something like that. Like, I don't know, that would be so cute. People would like to see a teacher and a student name tag. Definitely makes sense, and I honestly really do see this happening. The next one is a teleport to school. Interactive sports. We don't have football. Would love to see football. Lacrosse, I feel like, is an iffy one. It's not that popular, but it's still a sport. Would also like to see baseball and softball, volleyball, and tennis. Like, give us some Wii tennis. You're like, heck yeah, we want that. A public announcement system would be amazing to have. You just gotta be kind of careful with that. I don't really know like how we could monitor that. If you're the principal in like other games, like you can make announcements, but only one principal can do that. I feel like it needs to be not always accessible, if that makes sense. That one's kind of complicated, but I think a PA system would be really nice. We of course need a teacher's lounge for the teachers to get away from the children because we're annoying. And last but not least, just a front office. The receptionists, you know, working at their desks and stuff like that. Those are all of the ideas I have for the Bloxburg School Update Ideas video. Please let me know what else you would like to see in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.